All right. Hey guys, I'm here with Joanna Hernandez, and we're gonna be interviewing. So thank you for letting me interview you.
Of course, yeah, I'm happy to help.
We are here at Dia en La Sombría at UTSA, and in celebration of Fiesta. So I have some questions to you about Fiesta.
Okay.
And I want to start off by saying, where's your family from? What's y'all's cultural background?
So I'm half Hispanic and half Spaniard. So my mom, she came from Mexico, and then actually her family as well. Like they originally immigrated from Spain, and so I'm definitely a mix. That's why I definitely have like a bit of a lighter complexion.
And your father?
He was also Mexican, but also a bit of Native American. So.
Okay. And y'all are from?
Well, like originally.
Like where's your parents? Where do you live?
So we originally moved from California, which has a huge, diverse population of Mexicans as well as like Latin American folks. And then we moved to Houston, and so then I came here in San Antonio about 5 years ago.
Do you think that at UTSA there's a mixture of like cultural mixture at the school?
Yeah, definitely of Latin American origin, of course, but I feel like there's a good diversity here.
Is there inclusion, like you felt welcome?
Absolutely, yeah. I think there's a great awareness and there's a great acceptance, like especially being here. Like, I feel like our culture is like very well prominent and it's very well represented.
And in terms of the city in San Antonio.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely with like Fiesta as well as like Alamo, going downtown. Like I feel like everywhere, like even historic Market Square. Like I feel like there's just so much culture, there's so much pride. They have.
Okay.
I really did enjoy like the parade specifically, but I enjoy like the overall like atmosphere, the culture. I just feel like it's such a great way to celebrate and like honor our like traditions as well as like our culture.
Okay. Yeah. So, like your culture and your traditions, you think it's pretty accurate for Fiesta?
I definitely.
It's not like some people say it's a little bit misrepresented. How do you feel about that?
But I can only testify to that. So I would definitely say like in the food, like that's a big thing for me and my family, and I feel like there's just such an abundance of like things that I grew up eating, and I just really did appreciate that. Like going downtown, I see elote, I see like tostadas, I see gorditas, like that's all things that I was raised with, and it's just so I don't know, it just is nostalgic in a way.
That's good.
To see it like come back again, I'm reliving the memories that I have with them. But it's a big thing for me and my family at least.
How comfortable would you say that you feel at UTSA and then in San Antonio?
I feel very comfortable. I feel like I'm seen. Like I feel like they do take into account like as to where I came from, my background. Like especially considering I'm at a university where so many other folks were first generation, and so I think that's like it's really nice to see our backgrounds like represented, and I feel like I'm getting support that I need, and I feel like there's such an inclusive environment here.
Let me think. Let me ask you more about Fiesta.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
At Fiesta, what do you feel is like so you said you went to the parade.
Yes.
Do you have anything specifically that you feel like was represented accurately?
I definitely say like the dancing as well as like some of the clothes. Like specifically with like I know with here downtown as well with the folklorico group. Like I like seeing like their dances. I like seeing like our tradition like represented like in like the hair, the makeup, like the costume, like everything about it. I just feel like was it's very intentional, which I appreciate.
You
like
appreciate it?
Yes.
Okay, because that's your heritage.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so what like made you want to go to Fiesta, or what helped impact you to go?
I think definitely just moving to San Antonio and from Houston, like we had never had as much representation as we do like in San Antonio, and so I feel like it was just a great way to celebrate and like share like everything like my background and my history with so many other people that are like looking to learn and looking to explore. So like, what does it mean to be Mexican? What does it mean to be Hispanic overall? And I just really do appreciate like I feel like it's just we're very hospitable. Like we have a great sense of community, like not only with like within our family, but as well as like immediate neighbors. And I feel like we're all just trying to take care of one another. And I think I definitely feel that with like San Antonio and broader like with Fiesta. I feel like we're just excited to share things. It's a fun atmosphere.
You need a community, especially at school, university,
Yeah.
and stuff. That's
And
great.
Yeah, that's exactly what Fiesta I feel like is. It's a community.
Okay, great. Well, I don't think I have any more questions for you.
Yeah.
I had it here first.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
Joanna.
Thank you so much for having me. All right.
Hey guys, I'm here with
Natalie.
and I'm Titus, and we're with the UTSA
Yeah.
for our Latin American class. And I want to ask Natalie, how long have you lived in San Antonio?
5 years.
Okay, okay. And you've been to Fiesta? First time, okay.
Yeah.
So, but you've been to San Antonio for 5 years. So,
Yeah.
what would you say Fiesta means to San Antonio?
It's the culture, for sure. It's the culture.
Okay. Are you of what's your background? Like your family's?
Yeah. I'm a Hispanic, but born and raised in Austin, Texas. We're 3 generations deep in Austin, Texas.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Mexican culture or Mexican
From
heritage?
Zacatecas.
Okay.
Zacatecas, Mexico.
Is that a big city?
I don't know.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. I'm from Austin.
okay. So you never been to Mexico?
Never.
Okay. You feel like San Antonio as a whole brings that?
For sure.
Brings that?
More diverse than Austin.
Is it accurate, or do you think that it's kind of performative, or do you think that it does pretty well?
I think it does it great for its influence. I feel like it brings out definitely. I feel like it definitely gets culture.
Okay.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
Latin American culture, do you feel like that it represents Latin America? You know, other South America, the Caribbeans.
For sure. You're not getting this anywhere in Texas. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
true. That's true.
San Antonio represents strong.
Well, let me ask you one more thing. Okay. Do you feel a sense of pride from Fiesta
Yes.
and
for
in San
sure.
Antonio?
I definitely do.
And how does it feel?
It feels great. I feel like it definitely gives the vibe, definitely full of culture, and it makes me want a gato.
Right. Okay. Great. This was great.
Yes.
Thank you. You helped us with our
welcome.
class.
It's beautiful. I
Okay.
love it. Like, look at the culture. Take a round. It's nice. I feel like I'm definitely a part of a culture.
Okay. So, get the birds up.
Where's up?
Thank you. That was great.
Nice. Thank you.
Yes, yes, of course. Hi guys, my name's Titus and I'm here with
Rebecca.
Rebecca and we're at San Antonio Fiesta this year and we're gonna ask her some questions about Fiesta. How many years have you been to Fiesta?
Probably maybe like 10 years.
Okay, 10 years. So what keeps you coming back to Fiesta?
The vibes. Mexican
food,
heritage.
The Mexican heritage,
you know.
okay, yeah, you're Mexican.
Yeah.
You've got some background, some Latin American roots.
Yes.
Where's your family from then?
Mexico.
Okay, so you have family that's from Mexico. And have you been to Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you think that the Fiesta is a good representation of maybe like
How we.
in Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
It's always good.
the bands that play, how everybody gets along, and like we can chill together. Yeah.
Okay, you feel that. You feel
Yeah.
that.
The
Okay.
unity.
You feel comfortable and you feel that and throughout the whole city, just in Fiesta or like in the whole city,
It's really the whole city. Like we
Okay.
come here even when Fiesta is not happening.
Would you think that maybe there's other groups also represented? Because we're thinking about Latin America as a whole, like other cultures can come to.
I would say that's kind of a hard one, right? Like
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
This is the hardcore fiesta. You know,
we're rooted in the. But I mean, they do have bands here that play like norteño and salsa and whatnot. Maybe that's not what I come here for. I guess.
Okay.
you know, we
And what
we
kind of
group with
music
that.
is he? Is Jaime?
He's Tejano.
Tejano. Okay, so you see it being represented at Fiesta.
Yes.
So we want to know, do people feel in San Antonio there's a sense of belonging?
Like you come here,
Uh-huh.
you feel at home,
Uh-huh.
or you feel like your parents. You know, like you
Yeah.
feel
We're connection.
Old school.
A connection. Okay.
Yes.
So y'all been here for a while.
The difference this year from other years is just the security
for safety. You know.
Yeah.
for
As
safety.
long as y'all feel safe, that's the big part.
Yeah.
Y'all feel a pride. Y'all feel like prideful
Yes.
in this celebration. I think also it represents cultural mixing in like Mexico, Latin America.
It does.
Hello, so I'm Titus and I'm with
Addie.
Addie. We're at Fiesta. We're asking questions about Fiesta San Antonio. So first of all, I want to ask you, How long have you lived in San Antonio? Are you from here? Were you born here?
I'm originally from Mexico, but raised here in San
Okay.
Antonio.
About your family then,
Hmm.
where are they from? Is it just Mexico? Like what
Yeah,
part?
I mean, my great grandfather, he was Spanish.
So you grew up there. Okay, that's
Yeah.
really good to
Hmm.
know. So how long have you lived in San Antonio then?
Since I was 9,
You're
so a long
nine, so a
time.
long time. Okay. You've been to Fiesta a few times.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
How would you describe like the your time at Fiesta? Like, would you describe your overall feelings towards Fiesta?
Well, I really enjoy it. I like, especially in the morning, I feel like it's more of a family environment.
Uh huh.
Here at the market square, with the parades. Also, when I was in high school, I used to be in band, so we did the
Oh wow.
parade. So it,
Okay.
it was very fun.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and I still enjoy it. I mean, I do work Fiesta, so it's
Uh
kind of
huh. You're very involved.
yeah, I'm very involved.
Fiesta as a whole, how is it represented? How is Fiesta represented through Mexican culture?
Well, I feel like it's represented in a big, big
Uh huh.
ways from like what people wear, like the typical Mexican
Uh huh.
shirts or the
The clothing.
dresses, the music. Also, you'll hear
Okay.
a lot of cumbia whenever they're playing out there.
Uh,
You'll hear that Tejano music. It's the Mexican culture. It's influenced a lot
okay.
in fiesta. Hmm.
Definitely.
Hmm.
So, since you were born in Mexico and you lived
Hmm.
there, would you say that you see a difference, sort of, in San Antonio versus when you were in Mexico? And what would that be?
Yes, I mean this is
Okay.
more well Tex-Mex. It's not
Okay.
Mexican Mexican.
Okay.
It's the best of both worlds.
Okay.
That's how I can
Yeah.
describe it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In San Antonio as a whole, how do you feel your Mexican identity has, or your Mexican heritage is represented?
I feel like it is represented
Uh
a
huh.
lot. I mean, from even from the name San Antonio, like
Oh, uh-huh.
everywhere you go, you'll see
Uh-huh.
like the Mexican culture
Mm-hmm.
portrayed.
Do you feel that it's a accurate representation at Fiesta, or is it, some might say, performative, or would you say that it really does embody the culture?
I feel like it's a two worlds:
Okay.
Mexican culture, a little bit, and then Texas culture.
Uh
It's
huh.
not completely Mexican.
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's more Tex-Mex, I
Okay.
feel.
Do you feel that the city gives you a sense of pride of your Mexican culture? And what would be like the most thing that you feel a sense of pride towards in San Antonio?
Maybe the food.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've gotten that.
yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like the food it's a big part of
Uh-huh.
culture, and you can identify the culture through the food. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what brings people together, and they
Mhm.
get to share their culture with you through their cuisine.
We really appreciate your time, and thank you, Addie.
Yes, you're
Thank you so
welcome.
much. That
You're
was all our
welcome.
questions.
Thank you.
Hi, who are we here with today?
Hi, my name is Fernanda. I am a second year student at UTSA studying neuroscience.
How long have you lived in San Antonio for?
I've lived in San Antonio for a year and a half now.
Okay. So you weren't born here, you were born where?
I was born in El Paso, Texas, which is a border city with Ciudad Juarez. My family is all from Mexico. My mom was born in Chihuahua, Chihuahua, and my father was born in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua. Chihuahua is the capital of the state, so yes, big city, but back in the day, not so much. And Ciudad Juarez is not big, but it's a border town, so it grew.
San Antonio Fiesta. Are you familiar with Fiesta?
I know kind of what goes on, but a little bit.
Since you live in San Antonio, do you think you feel a sense of belonging?
I do.
Okay.
I feel welcome.
Do you feel like Mexican culture is represented a lot?
I feel like it's represented. Is it super authentic? Maybe not. But that's also, I mean, I come from Mexico, so authenticity, I know it, so I see the mixture and how different it can be here.
What do you see the difference between you saying authentic and not authentic culture?
I mean, the food is one of the biggest things. I'm used to certain flavors from over there. You can get things a little more easily over there. So that's different. The words, the language, it's a little more mixed. Over there, like it's sometimes purely Spanish or sometimes purely English. There's that. So yeah.
I want to ask you about Fiesta. Okay.
Okay.
A lot of mixed cultures that are represented. Um, do you feel like that you see that cultural mixing at Fiesta?
I do think that there is a lot of cultural mixing that happens at Fiesta, and there are multiple people being represented.
Do you see Fiesta as a fun celebration or more as a party? Or
I mean, it's a celebration of cultures. The party just kind of comes with a Latin flavor.
okay, good, yeah.
Well, you see, like Latin America is more than just Mexico. So we have South America, we have the Caribbean, like Spaniard descendants, that too, and I mean new generations too who are joining.
The same question, just in terms of at UTSA.
I think it's really cool. Yes, it definitely brings multiple cultures together. Even if like you, I mean, you do feel the Hispanic vibe. Everybody's welcomed. I think that's one of the biggest things that characterizes us, specifically in Latin America. But
Okay.
yeah.
So in San Antonio, what do you think the most important thing for cultural representation should be?
I think giving the people who look like me, who act like me, who sound like me, from different backgrounds, the space and the ability to have a spotlight on them, and just like lead by example.
UTSA and San Antonio as well.
UTSA as an academia, it's a little bit easier, I would say, or we're a little more exposed to it because it's a university. So you do see these like open spaces where people can express themselves. In the city, it's a little bit harder to find, but I definitely think San Antonio is getting there.
Okay. My final question: is there anything else that you have to say about like your culture, and do you see it represented in Fiesta?
I think that my culture is beautiful and it has this amazing thing that it grows and evolves with time. So the fact that I see it represented here in the States, in a country that was technically not mine, but now I get to experience, I think it's really awesome.
Okay.
Time for bloopers.
Mexican.
Mexican.
Okay. Now, shout out to Dia. Uh,
Yes,
what do you
shout out,
think
yeah.
about?
You're good?
Like, look at the culture. Take a round.
Okay. So.
The vibes.
Okay.
The vibes.
Okay.
The vibes.
Okay.
Hello, UTSA. We're here with Vanessa here at Fiesta, Texas. We're here.
Texas.
Start over here.
Fiesta.
We're here to do interviews about.
What are you about?
Okay, last time